name's Nick with Sunshine State RVs in Gainesville, Florida. I have a huge announcement for you today. I always start our videos by saying we are the #1 RV dealer, Class B dealer in the state of Florida, and #3 in the whole United States of America. But as of June 1st, when I went and I looked at our stat surveys to see where we lined up with everybody in the country, we are still #1 in Florida, but we are now #2 in the United States of America. So that is a huge jump. To go from like 10 to 7 to 5 wasn't hard. But going from 3 to 2 has taken me about 5 years. I don't know if we'll ever get to #1 without a ton of help, but as of right now, June 12th of 2025, actually it's my 44th birthday today, but as of right now, we are the #2 Class B dealer in the United States of America. So that is huge. Thank you to all of you guys out there that are watching, that support us from all over the country. I get calls from Oregon, from New York, from Maine, California, from everywhere saying, there's Class B vans in my state, but I want to buy from Sunshine State RVs because of you, because of your team, because of your reputation. So thank you guys so much for supporting us in everything that we do. So Class B RVs, van campers, are typically between 19 feet and 24 feet long. What I have behind me here is a Winnebago View. It's a little bigger than a Class B. This is actually 25 feet, 8 inches. So it's about 1.5 feet, 1 and 2 inches longer than the longest Sprinter Class B. It's a little wider, it's a little taller, it has a slide, so it's technically not a Class B. Most people would call it a small C. I like to call it a B+, because it's like kind of in between. Like, you know, when you're in school and you got like an A-, a B+, I'd always want to try to push it to that A- rather than a B+. This is a B+, small C, but it's beautiful. Winnebago has done a great job on this Winnebago View, from their design to their aesthetics to their technology. They have the all-new Winnebago Connect. This is brand new Winnebago Connect. This is the brand new 2026 model. Just came out with the color combinations, all the options, everything that Winnebago could throw into one medium-sized small RV they threw into this Winnebago View. So through this video, we're gonna go from the front to the back, from the top to the bottom, and inside every compartment. And I'm gonna show you guys, if you're looking for something that's 25, 26 feet long, that has a slide, that you can drive anywhere, very easy to drive, lots of technology, lots of high quality, that this should be on your list, as well as some other great small C's that we have at Sunshine State RVs. So check this video out, follow me as we walk through and learn what makes this Winnebago View pretty unique. So I know it looks a little bigger than your traditional van. So Winnebago gives you 2 options. You can either have the Aero Cap, which doesn't give you this Cabover bed, or you can have this Cabover bed. The Cabover bed, to me, I like it because it gives you a bed. Obviously, I got 4 kids, so I would love the bed. But even if you don't have kids or you're not gonna travel with your grandkids, it gives you a lot of great storage up there. There's extra light that comes in. And it's, I mean, the Aero Cab's a little more aerodynamic, but whatever it is. This is the Winnebago alloy wheels. They got their nice big running boards, and like all things Winnebago, they have the W's, but they also have these hooks on both sides, so that way you can hook your dog leash or your cat leash, or in my case, my kid leash, hook it up to there so that way they don't run too far off while you're cooking or hanging out or doing whatever it is you do. As you keep walking, this is where the awning is. I really like how they recess the awning, the power awning, inside of it. It's not kind of sticking out. It is recessed into the cap there. So that's something unique. Like, Winnebago makes all of this stuff in-house. They got like 3 big factories up in Forest City, Iowa. So 90% of the RVs in the world are made in Elkhart, Indiana. Winnebago, they're always a little different. They make theirs in Forest City, Iowa. And so they have their own fiberglass plants. So they make their own Cabover. They make all their own stuff like this. So this power awning comes out. There's a light strip on it. You got 110 plug here. You have a cable outlet here. And then probably the biggest difference between a B and a small C or a B+ is the outside storage. So you have a lot of outside storage. So here is one outside storage compartment, and this is another one. So this is what this floor plan is. So this is why it's so unique. This is a T floor plan. It has this humongous garage. So you can access it from here, You can access it from here, or you can access it from here. Like I said, there's some outside storage here. So today is my birthday. I'm 44 years old. I do like to think I'm athletic and nimble and flexible. So I can probably climb all the way through here. Look how big this is, right? So lots of storage there. You can access it from here as well. So, you know, if you did need to get in here for some reason, you can, look at this. I'm giving you a little bit of a challenge here. You got to follow me everywhere I go. So lots of cool space in there. I don't know if I would continue to do that. I might get a little tired or pull a muscle or something, but you can access it from anywhere. And depending on how you use it, everybody camps differently, whether you're using a B or a C or an A or a travel trailer, everyone does something a little different. But I got to imagine no matter what you do, you're going to love this storage. So there are tracks here and here. There's a track here you can hook things to. There's tracks on top. There's 110 plugs. There's lights. There's chargers in here. Same thing here. You can load stuff in, load it out. If you got skis or snowboards or fishing poles, coolers, bikes. I mean, this is plenty big enough. Like, I have 4 kids. So if me and my wife and 4 kids travel in this, be a little tight sleeping wise, but we could probably pull it off. I don't know if we can pull it off. Right now, 2 of my kids are in college, so I have 2 kids at home still. And so me and my wife and those 2 kids, we could easily travel in this. We can load 4 bikes into here very easily, load a bunch of footballs and some grills and all kinds of stuff. But they give you these things here, so that way you can hook things to it. So you hook it into little tracks, you hook it to here, and you can make it not go anywhere. You do have more input connections here. You can hook a TV up here if you wanted, chargers. You have a solar controller or a solar extender here. You can hook it up here and you can have more solar panels. So that way you can, you know, charge your batteries more. This is the plug. So this is the Furrion plug that Winnebago gives you. I mean, look how big that door is. Gosh. So Winnebago gives you this Furrion plug that goes right here. And I like the way they do it, because when you plug it in, there's a GLN. So once it's green and it's lit up, you know you have constant power and you're good. So you plug that in there, you screw it in so it doesn't come out, and then you plug this into the campground. I know some of you guys are watching 5 minutes in this video and you were like, Nick, I'm already overwhelmed. You're climbing in and out of cabinets, you're showing me solar extenders, and now I got to plug. What in the world am I going to do with that RV? Well, this is what's great. Corey, one of our walkthrough specialists, and when you fly here to Gainesville, Corey will teach you how to use this RV. We'll pick you up at the airport, we'll pay for your airfare, pick you up at the airport, bring you to the dealership, and we'll have one of our walkthrough specialists spend as much time with you as you need to learn how to use this RV. You take notes, you can film it, he can write you notes, he gives you his card with his phone number on it, so you can call him if you have any questions or need any extra tech support. Then, even past that, for the first 2 nights, we put you up at a local campground, so that way you can test everything you just learned for the first 2 or 3 nights. If anything's broken, not working, you can't figure out how to plug this in, or how to plug this in, or how to flush this tank, or how to do an outside shower. If you can't figure any of this stuff out in your first 2 or 3 nights, you come right back and we get you right back with a technician, and they teach you again, or they fix whatever's not working. So you had outside shower, black tank, gray tank, water flushes. There's a lot. It's just like all this stuff in your head you're trying to remember. There's no way you can do it on your own. So that's why Sunshine State RVs, the #2 Class B dealer in the country, is there with you to teach you how to do all of this for your first couple nights. So, and then even after you buy it, we will give you tech support over the phone as long as you own it. We will also guarantee you service appointments within 5 days, or we'll pick it up from your house within 100 miles, bring it back to the dealership and service it for you. So we got a lot of cool features and things that we do. So you do have more outside storage here. So this is a big, I don't think I'll fit in here, but this is big. I mean, this is all the way up there, here, back and forth. So you got a big storage compartment here as well. And then this isn't storage. This is your big propane tank, because Winnebago gives you a propane generator. It's a 4,000 watt generator. They also give you standard 320 amp hours of lithium. If you're one of the people I was just talking about, that this may be your first RV or you don't know what I'm talking about, the generator powers the air conditioner, powers the fridge, powers all the lights, powers a slide, but the lithium battery does it as well. So you have two different sources of power that you can use to power everything. The 320 amp hour lithium battery will give you a lot more capacity on your fridge and your lights. If you want to run the air conditioner or the heater or the hot water heater, you either need to use your generator or you need to be plugged into shore power, which is what I just showed you, that big thick plug. You need to be plugged in there. This all may go over your head, and that's why we want to teach you how to use all of this stuff that we're doing here. Now, a lot of people, we just sold a Winnebago Echo to a guy up in Gulf Shores, North Florida, Lower Alabama. They don't say Southern Alabama, it's Lower Alabama. And he wanted a double lithium battery. So we were able to add more lithium batteries to his Echo for him. And he wants to be able to use his air conditioner and everything with that Echo. He's going from a converted van himself that he did all to himself to this Winnebago Echo. And I think once he uses it, he's gonna realize that Winnebago really does things right. They really do things right, from their design to their quality to their craftsmanship. Winnebago does a great job when it comes to these B pluses or Class C. So this is a Mercedes Sprinter chassis. Like I said, it's 25 feet 8 inches, high output 4-cylinder. It's either rear wheel drive or it is all-wheel drive, so you can have an all-wheel drive option. This one is not all-wheel drive. It also comes with the high-performance LED headlights. It comes with all the Mercedes features like adaptive cruise, blind spot assist, everything that you are used to in your Mercedes car or your high-end luxury car. This Winnebago View has those same features in the engine. So the outside's beautiful. This is a full body paint version. This has every option that Winnebago puts in one. They do have one more technology option. You can put more lithium batteries in it. This one has the 1320. You can get up to 3 of them. So that way you have 960 amp hours of lithium batteries. We can even add one extra. I like having the generator and the lithium. I like having both options. Winnebago, when they give you more lithium, they get rid of the generator. So everyone has their different way of doing it. In my experience, the more redundancy you have, the better it is. But, you know, Winnebago's great and they do a lot of great things. So let's walk inside. The outside's pretty cool, but when you walk inside, you're gonna say, Nick, this is beautiful. You're absolutely gonna love it. So follow me inside and we will check it out together. So you may be thinking, Nick, this is really tight in here. I thought you said it had more room. So right now the slide is in. So when you're driving down the road, this is what it's gonna feel like. So if you had 4 people with you, you would have one of them sitting, you can even have 5, this comes up. There are seat belts in here, but you would have, my kids would be sitting here, my friends would be sitting here, grandkids, whatever it is. Me and my wife will be sitting up front there. You got cup holders, there is a TV, and this is just a really comfortable seat with a seat belt for when you're driving. And there again, it is a little tighter when you're driving, but this is what's great. You can access the microwave. So if you pull over at a rest area to take a half-hour break and you're like, you know, Nick, I really don't want to slide the slide out. I don't know if there's room. I really don't want people to think I'm camping. So I just want to leave the slide in and just pull over for a minute. So you can sit, you can do this, you can cook something if you need. You have access to your storage, I mean, all your drawers. This is what's great. You have access to your fridge as well, even with the slide in. Then you also have full access to this large rear bathroom. Full access to this. So you have your toilet, your shower, and you have all of your storage compartments, everything you need, you have full access to even while you're driving. So now we're gonna slide the slide out. So now you're like, that's what I expected. I mean, this is 6 feet. I mean, I can walk freely through this entire RV 6 foot wide. So you have 2 people in here, you got 3. You definitely have space to hang out. You got a couple dogs, a couple kids, all of it. There's room for everybody and everything in this RV. And you're probably thinking now, Nick, where the heck's the bed? I see the couch, I see the fridge, I see the huge bathroom. So there's actually 2 beds. And this is what's pretty neat. So this is how easy it is to make the bed. Are you ready? Step 1, step 2. Now step 3. So just kind of pull this out a little bit. It's a little stuck. Now you're down. Now if you want, there's legs right here. You can lower these legs, give you a little extra support. If you're of the heftier version like myself, I am 6 foot tall, 230 pounds, and this is perfect. Space, good. So now, even what I would probably do if I had a couple of kids with me, I'd probably have them sleep in the overhead bunk. But man, there's room on the floor to throw an air mattress, to throw a sleeping bag. You know, I got no problem with my kids sleeping on the floor. But this is the bed. Very comfortable mattress here. Lots of space. That is in my eye. Lots of space. You know, I always show there's definitely room for my wife. There's definitely room for me. There's room to move around. You got chargers. You got lights. You got all kinds of stuff. I mean, lots of space. Windows here, window there, nice awning style windows. So I love how much space they give you in this bed. They also give you the wood slats on here, so that way it is comfortable. The mattress can breathe. It doesn't hold the moisture. Then when you're ready, oh, and there's storage there too. I love the storage colors. So like even these cabinet colors, the white with the gold handles, I think that's really, really nice. And they're not flat, they're kind of out. So it does give you a little more room. It also gives you some dimension in here. You know, you don't feel like everything's just flat looking. So what's neat is if you had a bed here, so you got your pillows, your mattress, your comforter, your sheets, all of your stuff, you don't have to do anything with it. You just leave it, press another button, and just like that, you're done. So then close that. Oh, let's maybe, there it is right there. Let's close that. So now you're back to a couch. You can do a full couch like that, or you can do this. Something else pretty cool they give you here are these, they're all wrapped up so they don't get damaged, but this is like a dinner tray. So if you're eating and hanging out or working, watching TV, you have this tray that moves back and forth, which I really like. Like I said, they are covered, so that way there's no damage on them. But I think that this is a great thing. Done, you lift it up, find somewhere to store it. There you go, look at that, perfect. So that's the bed, this is the couch. You do have a TV, you have storage here. Like I said a minute ago, you got storage here, lots of cool stuff here. And then this is your dinette area. So next to the dinette, they give you this awning style window here, and it opens up huge, dual pane acrylic, opens up big, night shade or a bug screen. So if I had this open today, I would definitely have this bug screen down. So that way all these mosquitoes, we're like in a swamp right now. I mean, this is the middle of June. It's hot, it's muggy. It's my birthday. We're the #2 RV dealer in the country. I mean, it's a great day today, right? But this is the dinette area. So what you would do is you would open that. So one chair would go there, one chair here. You lift this up. It's actually really easy and really light. Locks in place. Set up your chairs. And this is, you know, some of these vans or some of these Class C RVs like this, Class B pluses, whatever you call them. Everyone's corrected me in the comments because I keep calling them B plus and people like calling them C's. I know, well, they are whatever they are, you know. But this is a great little dinette area. So you have two or three people there. You have 2 people hanging out here. You got a plug here. You got plugs here, USB ports, USB-C ports, nice big window, sound bar. This is a great place to sit and just hang out. You can eat, you can work. While you're working here, you have this beautiful view right next to you. So this is, I think this is a great area they give you. And if you don't need it, because some people don't need this, right? And a lot of RVs this size, it takes up a big section of the RV. If you don't need it, guess what? It's gone. So now, just like I was mentioning, folds right flat. You put this back, 3 seconds later, let me make sure I store it correctly because it'll go flying if I don't. 3 seconds later, you are now, look at that, maybe 5 seconds. You are now stored, you're away, And if you don't think you'll ever use them, you leave those at home. You don't have to bring them. And you can even just leave that there. If you have other chairs you store outside, you can bring those chairs in. They can be dual purpose chairs. You know, really the creativity is up to you. So that's the dinette. This is the bedroom. This is the living room. Now this is the kitchen. So this is like a dual-sided kitchen. You got your nice big sink here with your cutting board. So if you do need to cut something, you flip that upside down. You can cut on it. Residential style faucet there. And I love this stuff. You know, my wife's an interior designer, and I think she is a phenomenal interior designer. And when she sees stuff like this and these two tones, she absolutely loves it. She says that all of the difference of materials and difference of colors really makes everything kind of flow together with the white cabinets and this like light gray color. It really makes it all flow together. So you have an induction stove and a gas stove, convection, nice big convection microwave, nice big storage drawers here and there. And then you have a little extension if you need it. I don't know why you would, but here's all your goodies, your whole, so look at this. So this is a water filter that filters all the water in the entire RV, which is really nice. That way, technically you can drink out of the water that is coming through the sink. Don't know if I would, but you can if you want to. You got your tower of power here as well. And then part of the kitchen, you also have this huge fridge and freezer here. So this is about the size of the one at my house. I mean, this is a residential size fridge and freezer. So I've kind of skipped over this Winnebago Connect because I wanted to really give you guys a good demonstration of it. So this is great because this whole thing, I don't have my phone with me, but this whole thing hooks up to your phone and gives you all the same information on your phone. Internet is built into it. So you press a button, you got to pay for internet. I don't know, $50, $80, $90 a month, but you pay for the internet, and everywhere you go, you can access everything on here. But guess what else? Winnebago can access it also to where they can help you. They can have over-the-air updates. I just got an alert on here. So you press a button and you can update the whole system with new updates over the air, which is really cool. So you got your lights. You can go through all of your lights here. You have, this is all made by Winnebago for Winnebago. The whole power system, it shows we're using 4 watts. We're using 135 watts. We're getting 4 watts from all the solar on the solar is giving us 4 watts of active power right now. Our battery's 100% charged. We are idling, the inverter's on. So everything is the way it should be. And then as we're going climate control, 79 degrees in here, you can set different parameters to give you alerts when the temperature changes. So that way, if you leave your dog in here, leave your cat in here, they have what they call a pet minder also. And then you got your awning. Oh, there it is, the pet minder. So you can set your pet comfort range, max temp, minimum temperature. So that way you get an alert on your phone if any of these temperatures are out of whack, which is great. You know, if you have your furry friends in here, you don't want to toast them. You know, you want to make sure that they are comfortable. You want to make sure, and that's like the biggest fear of people leaving their animals in an RV is that, man, is it too hot? Isn't it too cold? How am I going to know? So they give you a specific pet minder on here to let you know when the temperature is getting out of whack of what you want it to be, which is great. So Winnebago Connect is new, and all they're doing is making it better and better and better. And right now it's only in the Winnebago View, and might be only the Winnebago View right now. Echo doesn't have it. None of the Class Bs have it. I think here in the next couple of years, they're going to start releasing it into more of their RVs, but it's starting off in the Winnebago View. All right, so now we are bouncing back here. And, oh, one more thing before I move on. Nice big pantry there, and here. So you actually have 2 big pantries. Look at these things. 2 big pantries right next to your fridge. This is a great use of space. Rather than just giving you a little door that you open and you throw stuff in, they're giving you a great use of space here, which I love. All right, so now this is probably one of the biggest examples of a bathroom that you're gonna find anywhere, from the shower to the toilet to storage. So we'll start with the storage. So this is a big, I mean, look at this. Look how big this storage compartment is. I mean, this can go all the way back that way. This moves. I mean, you have a hanging rod, you got shelves over here, and I know I'm turning my back to you here. I don't really know a better way of doing this. Then you have drawers here and drawers here. So this is just a great use of space. So this whole area is over the garage. So it gives you good space there. You do have more bathroom space here. You got your water heater, water pump, nice little sink here. There's this cool gold-plated W right here. They kind of hid that just for your enjoyment. Toilet, black tank, gray tank, lots of, like I said, lots of space in here. You know, me and my friend Hank Strange from Stranger Palooza just did a comparison of a few of these Class C, a few of these 25-foot RVs, and out of all of them that he went through, he picked that this was his favorite one, and the big reason why was because of this bathroom in the back here. Then you have the shower. So this is a full-size shower with a skylight, hot water, cold water, and if you need, you can sit in the shower and you can use it while you're sitting. So it is a dry bath with a nice big shower there. So lots of space back here, right? I mean, it's definitely more than 6 foot. It's definitely tall enough. It has a separate fan. So I love how much space they give you here. I love how much space they give you out here walking. And then the last thing I'll show you is this bed. So this is a bed that has plugs, it has lights, it has its own fan, it has everything up here for kids, grandkids to sleep, or my wife might kick me out of bed and tell me, Nick, you're snoring too loud, go sleep on the top bunk. But I like how big it is. If you don't have kids or grandkids that you're going to travel with, then it's great for storage, and you just fold this over. You can easily go from the driver's seat right here, you can easily go from the driver's seat all the way, just stand straight up and walk to the back. So if one person's driving, the other one's come back and forth, they make this so that way you can walk back and forth in here. I know I talked some about the Mercedes features earlier, but the big nav screen, push button start, power seats, heated seats, everything that Mercedes gives you. So everything from the bed to the Winnebago Connect to the dinette to the kitchen to the large bathroom, ducted Truma air conditioner. I forgot about that. Ducted Truma air conditioner, lithium batteries, the big garage storage in the back. I mean, I don't know why, if you're looking for something that's 25 feet long on a Mercedes Sprinter chassis, this Winnebago View should be in your top 3, I would say. Definitely be in your top 3. And just depends on how your RV and how many people you go with. This would be a great option for anybody. So check us out at sunshinestatervs.com. We deliver for free anywhere in the country, and we are the #2 RV dealership in the country. Thank you very much.